In this video, I'm going to show you 5 great features in Camtasia that will really help to take you to another level. Now, what I've done is I've looked at the many excellent advanced videos on YouTube, and I've tried to pick out 5 things that I haven't come across that other people have taught. So if you watch this video, it's going to lift your level. It's going to show you 5 great features that are ideal for Camtasia 2022, but it will also work in earlier versions of Camtasia. Just a quick point, if you do happen to see this video before the 14th of September, there is an opportunity to see me in a live webinar sponsored by TechSmith Camtasia. I've put the link in below, and I will be presenting Camtasia 2022 and showing you many of the new features. I am actually a recommended trainer for Camtasia. So let's get on with this video. 5 great features. I'm going to take you through them. I give you an example of each one first and then show you exactly how to do it. Really hope you like the video. Please like it, please share it, and of course please comment on it. Let's get going. So let me show you this first trick. I'm just going to play the video so you can get a really good idea of exactly what I'm going to teach you. An animation comes on the screen, but notice in the text there's like a video playing in the background behind the text. It creates a really nice effect and then it disappears off the screen. Just playing it again so you can see it. How did I do that? I'm going to just take you through a couple of things that I did to make that possible. So how did I do that? Well, annotations. First thing is I added some text onto the screen. I'm going to put here English in the classroom project, and I'll do it with a capital C. So I've written that into the box and just make that bigger. So put that right to fill up the whole screen. And then what I did here was that I dropped down this word. So just clicking back here, just drop that down and also drop that down as well to give this kind of funnel effect. I then increased the size and changed the font to impact. First of all, let's select it, change that to impact, and then I went to the biggest size I could. Now the next thing I did was put that onto track 2, and then I imported in a video. So I'm just going to click on my media. I'll use the same video that I used in the example, which is this one here. Click on open. Now I'm going to drag that video onto the one underneath. Now you'll notice that this video is not full screen, so what I'm going to do is just going to lock this screen or hide this screen so that I can work with this one. I'm going to right click and scale to fit to make it fit the whole of the canvas. I'm then going to click that back off. Now at the moment that's not the way we want it. We want the video to be playing inside the text. The next thing that I'm going to do is drag the text out to be the same length as the video. Then I'm going to click down here, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose alpha, and that creates the effect. The final thing that I did here was that I went on to annotate, or to behaviors actually, and dragged on this behavior of, in this case it was fly in, this one here. I'm going to drag that on, just place it onto the text. Let's play the video. And now you'll see exactly how I did the effect. So something that I see very few people doing, and that is making use of these particular matte modes that are available in Camtasia. Now, if you're specifically interested in videos about animation, I'm putting a link on the screen now that take you to a video that shows you loads of ideas around doing animations, particularly with titles. Otherwise, I'm now going to move on to the second idea. The next effect I've never seen anyone teach on YouTube in Camtasia. It's the fact that you can create your own pre-built behaviors. Let me show you the one that I've created here, which I often use when I want to do a gallery. So if I play this video, you've got a picture, then it disappears, and another one, then another one, then another one. And that behavior to do that is one that I created for myself. So I'm going to take you through this process. This is really nice, and it's something that I think once you know that you can do this, you'll find it really handy. So I've imported some pictures onto the screen. I'm just going to start by bringing one on. So I'm going to drag this first image onto the screen. There you can see it more or less filling up the screen. I won't worry too much about the size. Now what I'm going to do is going to come down to the behaviors here, and I want you to watch this. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the behavior fly in. So I'm going to drag that on. Now what I'm going to do is come over to that behavior, and I can see that behavior here. I can go to the properties of that behavior and I can actually change them. Now I'm not going to do anything during because it's already set at none, but when the behavior comes to an end, the out I'm going to change it from fly out, because at the moment currently what happens is the image flies on and then flies back off the screen. If I play the end of this video, you'll see that it just flies back off the screen. I'm going to completely change that to drop that down here, and I'm going to put in here shrink. The result of that will be this: flies onto the screen and then shrinks. So I've changed the behavior so that it's got two different parts, but I'm going to save that now as a new behavior. And this is what I've never seen taught on Camtasia on YouTube. I'm sure some videos are about it, but I'm going to click here, I'll click on plus preset, and I'm going to call this fly in shrink, because this is a new behavior that does something completely different to all the other possible behaviors here, and I'm going to click on OK. Now that I've got that saved, watch what I can do. I'm just going to quickly drag on some more pictures. I'll make them a bit shorter just to speed up this process as well. So I'll shorten the time that the pictures are on the screen, just so you get the real feel of how effective this is as a method for kind of switching pictures around. So I'll do this one here. Okay, so just again make that a bit smaller. We'll just do one more. So you can make your own predefined behaviors. Now watch what I can do. I'm going to select all 4 of those images, come up to my behaviors, and then I'm going to find that one that I've just made myself. Fly in shrink, drag that on to the other 3 because I've already got it applied to the first one, and this is the result. Watch this. Really can be an effective way of working. That is, create your own behaviors by changing the properties and then clicking on the plus button and saving that new behavior. It will be saved alongside all the other behaviors that are predefined by Camtasia. Really handy tip. If you want to learn more about working with pictures, working with video, and generally working with different types of media in Camtasia, there's a video on the screen now. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to my next trick. This next tip has to be one of my favorites. I'm doing this all the time. I don't know how many times I've used this. I'm going to just quickly play this very quick piece of screen capture. Watch this. Hi, this is Russell Stannard from Teacher Training Videos. Okay, I've got this cough in the middle of my video. I don't want it there. I want to cut that out completely. How can I do that super quick? Watch this. I'm just going to mark this area and then drag out this playhead till I've got that cough selected on the screen. And then I'm going to right click and click ripple delete. It will cut out the cough, but also stitch the 2 parts of the video back together. And so now, training videos. Just want to go through a few really. The cough completely cut out. Ripple delete, one of the most useful features in Camtasia when it comes to editing. If you do want to learn more about audio and editing audio, and also all the additional audio features that there are available in Camtasia, there's a video on the screen now that you can watch. Otherwise, we're moving on to the next tip. This trick is one you'll see me doing more and more. I'm going to show you it first. It's adding transitions to the assets that we bring onto the screen, and I'm also going to show you another little trick. Let me just play this for you so you can really see this in action. Notice that the asset kind of animates by glowing, and also if you notice the color is to do with is connected to the color in the image. I'm going to show you how I did that. A lot of people don't realize that you can add transitions to assets. Watch this. So I've got an image on the screen. I'm going to come over to annotations. I'm going to choose this one here, and I'm going to point it upwards. Okay, now there's a couple of things here that I can do that are really useful. Obviously I need to write some text in here, whatever text I want to add in, sorry. Okay, move that back so that the asset is on the screen the whole time. I'm going to come down to the transitions, and the one I'm going to choose is in the fade section, and I'm going to choose glow. Now I'm going to show you a lovely little trick here as well. We can control how long that glow stays on for before we actually just see the asset. So I can control how long it takes for the transition to take place. So I'm actually going to prolong the transition a little bit. Okay, now watch this. If we play this now it's completely different. We got this lovely glow, then the text is on the screen, and then a lovely glow again as it disappears. But watch this as a final thing. I'm going to click on that asset. I'm going to come over to the properties here, and I'm going to change the color and take a color from the image. And the color that I'm going to choose is the color of this lady's shirt. There we go. Click on that by selecting from here, using the color picker and selecting the color. And now, this really helps the assets to work excellently, because they now really kind of combine in with the color in the image. That's a really nice way to work. If you want to learn more about other time-saving tricks, then there's a video on the screen now that you can click onto. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next tip. Often when we make a video, there are bits where we just really want to speed up and zoom through it. Perhaps that's when we're filling in some information and we don't want to delay the people that are watching. So we can speed up the video, and I'm just going to give you a quick example of this. So let me just play this video to you a little bit so that you can see the process. My website, first of all, there's loads of free videos. So I've got this part here in the middle that's completely sped up to get through that part of the video, and I'm going to take you now through the process of how I do that. So let's imagine that we want to speed up this part of the video because perhaps we're filling in a form, perhaps we're writing something, and we don't want the viewers to just sit and watch this part of the video. So let's say on this video let's just play a little bit of it. Training videos from Russell Stannard. I just want to go through a couple of things on my, let's say from here onwards. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that part of the video and I'm going to cut it, because that's where I'm going to start to speed the video up. Now let's decide where I'm going to end the speed up process. My website, first of all, you can go to this top part here and access any of these videos. You can find out about my courses here. You can also scroll down. There's loads of, let's say till this point here. Again, select the two video channels, or the tracks, that's the audio and the actual video. Cut it. So it's important to actually cut out the bit of the video that you want to speed up. And now what you want to do is select those two pieces of video that you, or the two tracks that you want to speed up. That is the audio track and of course the video itself. Come down to visual effects, go to speed up, and just drop that effect onto the two objects, onto the two tracks. Now if you come up here, you can click on this and you can change the speed. So I'm gonna make it much quicker. I'm gonna delete what it is at the moment, and I'm gonna write 5, and then I'm going to press enter. Now you'll notice that the video becomes smaller, and that's obviously because it's now going to be played much quicker, and it's going to take less time. So the only other thing that you have to do is the rest of the video after the part that's back at the normal speed, just drag that back now, and the result is this. Let's just play that video through. Things on my free videos, and that's a really great way of zooming through parts of the video that you know your viewers are going to get bored, frustrated. They might leave and watch a different video, or leave watching your videos completely. It can really help. It's very easy to do. There's probably other ways of doing it, but I always cut the beginning, cut the end, and drop the clip speed onto the object and then change the speed. Okay, really hope you liked that video. Don't forget, if you see this video before the 14th of September 2022, there is the opportunity in the link below in the description to sign up to a webinar where I will be showing you some of the latest features in Camtasia 2022. You can also come over to my website, teachertrainingvideos.com. All of the videos have been made using Camtasia. There's even a special section of Camtasia videos at the top here if you want to learn more about Camtasia. You can also sign up to my newsletter. You'll get updated with all the latest videos, the blog posts, the webinars, the online courses, and many of the webinars are free because they're sponsored by various organizations. Of course, you can join me on my YouTube channel. You can contact me from the website, and you can also find my blog at the bottom where I write about the use of technology in language teaching. Thank you very much. I'm going to put a few more Camtasia videos on the screen now.